Hello, one and all. Welcome to a special presentation here at the the live stream. I am your horror host, your control freak Inkarnate. Boy, did I have a busy end of week last week. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. So you will have to give me a second. I am a one-man operation, and I'm trying this for the first time. Just making sure that I am able to simulcast this while I'm presenting. One quick second. Pulling this up. Pausing that well, yeah. So I think we're good here. So, pulling up on the live stream. Yes, it is. Okay, so last week was one busy week. My God. Or I should say the end of the week. So, just to give you an example of what I mean, we not only had the second Silent Hill transmission, but it just so happened that in addition to within a 24-hour period, we had the PlayStation State of Play, which actually did have the trailer for Silent Hill 2 Remake. We had the Silent Hill transmission, and then we had the what was it? The Horror Game Awards. They were hosting a showcase not only for the games that came out in May, but then they were hosting future games that were due to come out. Let me just lower this slightly so that we don't have competing audio. So my God, it was like, and if that's not funny enough, right? I was here trying to get home as early as possible in order to cover the what do you call it? I wanted to do what I'm doing now and just be able to host this for the channel. And on Thursday, right, I had an event for work that got called off. Instead of a dinner, we had a lunch. So I'm like, all right, bet I could make it home just in time to be able to set this up. However, this presentation that you're seeing now, I had to set all of that up from scratch. So I was just like, you know what, screw it. I want to watch this, so let me just handle this on Friday. So then, when the Horror Game Awards were doing their May showcase, I got pulled into another meeting, so I couldn't do that one either. So on the one hand, Thursday, I seemingly could have been able to pull this off, and because of getting freed up from work, and then I got bogged down on Friday because of work. So regardless, I wanted to make sure that I did cover this because I wanted to give my thoughts on all of this that was going to be occurring. It was important to me to be able to speak on this. Hold on, because I'm not getting audio. It was important to me to be able to speak on this because I'm a huge horror fan, obviously survival horror fan, and I wanted to make sure that I was in, one second, monitor off. I could hear it a second ago. Okay, and we're starting. Oh, that's what went down. Hold on, sorry about that. I'm not hearing any of the audio. Okay, here we go. Got it. That's too small for me to read, and it's just reading a little too quickly. But yeah, I wanted to make sure, and just to tip you guys off, I will absolutely be covering the Horror Game Awards presentation that we had on Friday. One quick second. We're getting feedback. I just want to make sure that we're not getting a competing echo here. Faithfully remade in the original version.
Our special place. What could she mean?
I'm still, like, amazed at... I realize that the renaissance of Silent Hill has had a bit of a rough start with Silent Hill Ascension and,
take me there again
what was the
someday.
recent, like, short game that came out? Short Circuit or something like that? Okay, let me see if I can adjust this.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary.
Okay.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. Is she really alive?
Alright, I think I fixed it. I just want to make sure there's no echo, and I do apologize, guys, if I'm... Okay, good. I fixed it. I do apologize if, like, I'm going back and forth. This is the first time that I'm attempting this. But I think we're good. Oopsie.
What
Ooh.
is this?
Yeah, that's a matter for pest control, Chief. I would... Okay. Get that out of the way and switch back to streaming audio. Okay. My God, I mean, oh boy. Crime scene in progress. I mean, I knew that the visuals were going to be superb, considering we're in a new generation of gaming. But my God, it's still surreal watching this play out. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Oh boy, we got company. Oh, what is this? The lying figure? Oh my God, what is that? Is it back exposed, or is that like a zipper on it? Oh dear Lord. Oh! Grotesque. Yep, give it to him. Oh God. He's going to town on him. Well, batter up. Man, he was not playing around with this thing. Yeah, now he's just limping around. Adding property damage on top of your B&E? For shame. Yep.
Where are you, Mary?
Better get nice and sauced with whatever you just took. And yes, if you're wondering, the background that I use just it happens to be a Silent Hill screensaver. Better add these for later with that crack pipe. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Oh my. Well, this can only lead to good things. Oh, this can't be good. Well,
None of your business.
there's no need for that, young lady.
You love Mary anyway.
What?
Whoa.
Hey, wait!
Hey now. And she makes a getaway. What a jerk.
How do you know her name?
Explain yourself at what? Oh no, the school. Oh, this can only... Problems await.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's look around.
Or just you. I'll stay here and, you know, provide moral support.
This place feels so empty. More than the other places we've been.
I don't think it would be a good idea if it were populated with anybody in particular. Speaking of... Usually, like, it can be a bit much if, like, the colors are muted and it's like a gray kind of washout, but the Silent Hill, in all of its depictions, it only helps to add to the mood. Oh, God. Are those nurses? Well. There's just foreboding all over. I do wonder if they're gonna add new monsters to the second to this remake. Oh, a lullaby! What a sweet serenade! It's impossible that something like that can lull us into false sense of security. I don't think such a thing is possible in Silent Hill.
We don't want to hurt you.
What the hell?
God damn it.
Well, get on up there, Mr. Kennedy.
Where is that girl?
Oh no. Oh boy, that's a nurse. Oh, we're in trouble. Yep, yeah, you might as well flight rather than fight. Doesn't matter if you're packing. Good thing she didn't follow. Uh-oh. And we've got company. I can smell it. Or maybe that's the... Oh, yep. Oh, this guy ain't even trying to... Oh, yo! Where did he pull out a pipe? Sorry, sir. Visiting hours are over. She's all, where's your hall pass? Screw your pass, lady. Oh, batter up. Oh my god. Okay, stop. She's already dead. Damn. Yo. Not for nothing, but she did get a few licks in. Pause. Yeah, like I was saying, I realized that this Silent Hill Renaissance has hit a rough patch, especially with its first two entries. So I think that I'm gonna guess that Konami knew that, and the handlers of Silent Hill in general knew that, because Ascension it didn't get the job done, and why would anyone have expected that to be the case? Because Bad Robot was behind it, and then that Silent Hill short message, I think, came out in either February or March of this year, which I still have to play. Oh, nice. That wasn't particularly well received. I'll wait to pass judgment once I get my hands on it, once I play it. But oh Jesus. She never stood a chance. Yo. Oh my god. Wow. That facial twitching, they went full Jacob's Ladder there. Oh boy, static. That, Jesus. I think we can all agree, things are just getting progressively worse. The arrival at the school. The girl, oh no. Oh, lights out. And where else were? Okay. And interestingly enough, over, when was it? Friday. So this took place, this Silent Hill transmission, oh god. This Silent Hill transmission live stream, gee, oh my god! Oh, it's a lamprey. Oh wow, it really is a fish out of water. So, this Silent Hill Transmission 2 came out on Thursday. Not only did we get the Horror Game Awards May showcase on Friday, but also we got the first teaser trailer for Return to Silent Hill, the movie. So, I mean, I think that Konami like was taking the temperature check of the room. You know, they were seeing how fans were like really anxious because you know this Silent Hill Renaissance really does need to succeed. It tripped up twice with the last two entries, so I think they're coming in guns blazing and with the big guns with Silent Hill 2 remake, which is what we're seeing here, and news on the movie.
At the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry.
Fine, don't believe me. See if I care.
Hey.
Let go.
She starts flailing her arms as she runs away.
She might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I gotta get. It's important.
What is it?
A letter. From Mary.
Something tells me this is a trap.
I hid it. In there.
Why would you have done that? She looks like Kirsten Dunst when she was a little brat in Interview with the Vampire. Oh boy! Hey, maybe no letter is worth the danger you're obviously about to be put into, but whatever.
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay,
Come on,
wait
dude.
here.
Yes,
right?
you fell for the very obvious trap.
Do ya?
Let me out of here, you little brat.
That's putting it
In your true
mildly.
fart face.
Fart face? Oh god.
Please open the door. There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See a fart face?
Laura! Laura!
It'd be funny if he pulls out his gun. Oh my. Oh god. Maybe time to use the... Yeah, exactly. Wow. Oh, that's the end of our sneak peek. Good gameplay, though. Like I said, like, everything just kept getting worse. And good foreboding, good foreshadowing. Everything was just signaling a downward path. And take a look at that, just in time for Halloween this year.
皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか
I hope you enjoyed the preview. Silent Hill 2 is a fan favorite of the series and a true psychological horror game. While preserving the story, we are rebuilding the game to deliver an even more immersive and enjoyable experience. And as you also heard, we are pleased to share the launch date. Silent Hill 2 will be available on PlayStation 5 and Steam. And starting today, you can pre-order the game on the PlayStation Store and Steam. Please stay tuned as we walk you through the pre-order bonus content. Now let's take a look at the different editions of the game. For the standard edition download version, if you pre-order, you'll receive in-game Mirror the Dog Mask as a bonus, additionally on the PS5. You can also receive the exclusive Robbie the Rabbit mask. Next, we also have a deluxe edition of the game. To dig even deeper into the world of Silent Hill 2, the deluxe edition includes a digital air book soundtrack, an in-game pyramid head mask. The art book contains over 130 pieces of art and covering monsters, characters, and locations from the game. And for the soundtrack, Akira Yamaoka returns with newly created songs and new arrangements of classic tracks. Both items will be sure to please series fans. Absolutely, if Akira's coming back. Deluxe Edition pre-order also come with Mirror the Dog Mask. And on PS5, a Robbie the Rabbit mask. And as an added bonus, Deluxe Edition pre-orders will include a 48-hour early access period. Here you can see a comparison, a pre-order bonus of pre-order bonuses. If you'd like to really immerse yourself and start playing as soon as possible, we support you. Be sure to order a deluxe edition. We're accepting pre-orders now, so we hope everyone will take advantage. And now we would like to share a special message from Bloober Team, our partners who are developing the Silent Hill 2 remake along with us at Konami. Take it away.
I'm very excited for people to play this game. There's no one aspect that I could say that I want people to experience, because I want people to experience all of it. It's such a journey. It's such a big part of our lives, and I just want people to be able to see
Yeah,
it.
your reputation, like, with the stakes being high, your reputation is kind of on the line here.
I think the biggest challenge that we've had was actually how to make the game approachable for the newcomers who have not played the original, but at the same time to still retain the familiarity of the game that player remembers from 20 years ago.
Our goal from the very beginning was to maintain the game's atmosphere while modernizing the gameplay to make it competitive.
Yeah, that's actually very imperative, because I believe it was during the 7th gen console when Survival Hill kind of took a nosedive.
However, with the magic of modern technology, we were able to expand on some of its aspects.
The hardest was designing combat.
That's a big one.
We want to be as faithful as possible to the original game, but also we want players to feel satisfaction while playing, remembering that we need to fit in horror genre standards.
Like I was saying, the 7th gen is where survival horror took a nosedive,
So when
and
making a game with
Silent Hill was very much part of
you as a
that.
designer have much more control over what players sees, where they go, and so on. The change for the third-person perspective was a challenge. That being said, it's a chance for us to expand this world, to show the players new elements that were previously inaccessible, and just make this game richer.
Inaccessible.
So the main thing that requires...
Does everyone have a mole or a blemish on their face?
It was called classic in the original game, and be the veil that covers the world and makes the player to feel even more isolated.
He looks like he belongs in a
New
Resident Evil
technologies
village.
gives us a chance to do things that were not possible during the earlier generations of video games. For narrative, this is very visible in facial expressions. We can tell so much through just the subtle changes on characters' faces.
The presented gameplay footage shows a fragment of the city from the beginning of the game and sections in Brookhaven Hospital. The fight against monsters is prepared in a more tactical form, and it's mainly based on the varied designs of the enemies. James is not used to fighting, so his arsenal of attacks is limited. Adapting your approach to the situation will be the key to success. However, your playing style, among other things, determines what ending you will discover.
Makes sense. Yeah, that is the huge challenge. Like, how do you, like, modernize... Hold on. Everyone involved in the remake are such great fans of Silent Hill 2. They are truly dedicated to delivering a quality game. Additionally, we have a few words from the game cast who played James and Mary and Maria. Let's watch. Yeah, it is a challenge to update a game.
And I'm playing James Sunderland in the remake of Silent Hill 2.
My name is
while keeping the tension.
And I play Mary/Maria.
When you're playing an iconic character such as James Sunderland, you obviously have to respect the original.
When playing these characters in this game, the thing that I paid most attention to was
God, she looks sickly there.
Original game.
So he is not an action hero by any means. He is just a guy who is a little lost at the top of this game, and in a sense,
I'm happy that they obviously they very
to
much invested into this game where
state. So it's very interesting charting his journey.
This one,
not just the motion
we're
capture, but
trying
like the
to
camera
honor
facing them
something that's already
to get
been
the
made.
eyes and the expressions
And so
right.
It's not me creating something, it's me channeling something.
The tone of this game is very important, and the team at Bloober were very keen to create an incredible atmosphere for the gamers.
I do believe that this will be trying its very best to capture and recapture the atmosphere, the vibe, and the story, and sometimes like the literal words and moments of the original.
Well, here's hoping, because there's a lot riding on this one.
本作では
We're using performance capture to render the cast expressions and motions, meaning you can look forward to even more chilling character performances. That's all news for the game, but it's not all we have. We'd also like to show a new preview of the upcoming film Return to Silent Hill. Take a look. Here we go. Man, I could not be more elated for this news. Not just that we were getting a film as part of the Renaissance,
I came to adapt Silent Hill 2 with respect and passion.
but that they brought this man back.
Of passion for me. I consider that the four first games are masterpiece, very modern and very transgressive. The second game is the most adult of all the Silent Hill. It's a story of James Sunderland. He has lost his beloved bride and he decided to go back to Silent Hill to find her, and he realized that basically the town has changed. It became something like a hell, his own hell, and he's going through all this circle of hell to find her back and find also somewhere a truth about himself. This film had an emotional level to the horror, and certainly because of that, the horror is even more disturbing, even more unsettling. I consider that the first film was like an epic journey for horror. This one is much more like a deep dive into the psychological horror. On the first film, production design of Silent Hill was the big thing. I remember that.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
On it. And on this one, I had the great surprise to realize that the people who were going to help me on the production design, but also on the makeup, but also on the costume, but also on every level of the film, I had in front of me very young technicians who knew the game, the film, and loved them. The level of enthusiasm that I met on this film to create that strange world of Silent Hill was quite unexpected. I was thinking to myself, okay, I will have to explain a lot this film to my crew. And in fact, no, I didn't have to.
That's awesome.
There was a 2.0 generation of Silent Hill lovers, and that helped me a lot. And I think that the level of design on this film is so high because it's made by people who knew the film and the game. So that's very gratifying and very emotional somewhere.
Well, he certainly said all the right things.
And respectful to Silent Hill, and that's why Konami has always been really supportive.
We are working on their property, and we are working on their, let's say, the world treasure. I kept one of the main ideas of the first film, which is that all the creatures are played by dancers and acrobats. If the first film has not...
That just goes to show his level of talent and like he gets it, you know what I mean?
On the set. So all the monsters on this film are played by real person with physical gift. They have created a level of strangeness,
like evil ballerinas,
into the monstrosity of this thing.
That's awesome. And we saw that in the game just now, in the gameplay for the remake.
Akira Yamaoka is not
the
composer of the first 4 original games of the franchise. He was also the producer and the director of the game. So Akira Yamaoka, through his music, has given to the game more than just the sound. He gave the soul of the game. And I have a great knowledge about soundtrack, but I don't know any other music which could be like the one of Silent Hill. Yes, Akira Yamaoka is on this film. That's very important for me, because...
you have something when the music is such an integral piece of whatever it is that you're adapting.
It's important to show respect and humility into this process.
I still sit in awe that all these pieces are coming together. because...
いかがでしたでしょうか?
And that was our latest look at the return to Silent Hill. What do you think? You can think of it as another version of Silent Hill 2, a little different from the game, but I hope you've enjoyed them both. Next, I'd like to introduce some new Silent Hill merchandise items. First, we have some new items inspired by Silent Hill 2. Our first item is by Good Smile Company. We will be producing a Nendoroid of Red Pyramid thing as appearing in Silent Hill 2 Remake. You can customize the series' iconic monster with a swappable great knife and great spear. Next up, from Gecko, the Inu End 1x6 scale coin bank open for pre-orders today. This statue captures the moment that the hidden dog ending reveals. Myra, the Shiba Inu, has... Okay. Of course, this statue is more than a simple decoration. With the inclusion of a coin bank, up first is this coin puzzle set. Faithful to the original key items in Silent Hill 2, they are replicas of 3 coins that players put into hollows in the dresser. All 3 coins are displayed together in a special box referencing the puzzle. Next we have the Purple Bull key card. This is also based on a key from Silent Hill 2. Players need to obtain this card to solve the Luis box puzzle. The cards are numbered as 1 of 5,000 worldwide. Of course, we still have even more planned. Please find more information on the official website of Fnatic. We're also proud to announce these special items. Up first, James' jacket. The design is based on the jacket worn by the main character in Silent Hill 2, James Sunderland. Simple, but with a mysterious cool. It's perfect for any hero with secrets of their own. Try on James' jacket and you just might feel a bit of the dark and gloomy mood. We also have Silent Hill 2 Key Art Shadow Box, creating a 3D display of the game's key art. Enjoy the otherworldly atmosphere of Silent Hill in the comfort of your own home. All these and more are available on the official Konami shop, so please check our website. And next, let's move on to Silent Hill, the short message, now available on PS5. The short-form title, with over 2.5 million downloads to date, revisits themes from the Silent Hill series, while delivering a message for a contemporary audience. The original game is enjoyable even without experience with the Silent Hill series, so please give it a try, and I will. And from the short message, we also have some fantastic new items. From Gecko, this 1x6 scale Sakura head statue is now open for pre-orders, with a design fully overseen by concept artist Masahiro. This statue captures the... and the fear and dread of being pursued through the underworld, felt by the players everywhere. Extra care has been given to the body line and shaping of the legs to draw out the unsettling feeling. And from the same title, we have the Silent Hill The Short Message original soundtrack. The soundtrack is composed by Silent Hill series veteran Akira Yamaoka. This soundtrack is packed with over 80 songs, including tracks not included in the game, making this a must-have for dedicated fans. This soundtrack is out now for digital platforms and streaming services, including Spotify and Apple Music. Well, those were some exciting... these items are perfect for anyone who would like to own a little piece of Silent Hill. Now we're almost done for today, but let me return briefly to today's biggest news. Silent Hill 2 will be coming October 8th, and pre-orders are now upon us as of today.
ぜひ皆さんこの配
So
信の後に
once the
チェッ
stream's
クをお
over,
願いしま
please
す。
take a look.
本日はようやく
I'm
サイレン
very
トヒル
happy
2
to
の
have
新しい情
been
報をお届け
able
する
to
ことが
share
できて
these
嬉しく
updates
思
to
っていま
Silent Hill
す。
2 today.
ぜひ発売まで楽しみ
I
にしていただ
hope
ければ
you
と思い
will
ます。また
I couldn't
こ
read
の
that.
サイレントヒルトランスミッ
As
シ
for
ョ
this
ンでは
program, the Silent
今
Hill
後も継続して
transmission,
サイレ
we
ントヒ
plan
ル
to
シリーズ
continue
の情
bringing
報を
updates
皆さん
and
に
new
お届けして
information
まい
on
り
the
ます。
Silent Hill
続
series.
報を楽しみにしてい
So
てく
please
ださ
stay
い。
tuned.
本日はご視聴いただ
Thank
き
you
あり
all
がとう
for
ござい
joining
ま
us
した。
today. Okay, let me just make sure that nothing else left before we wrap up. I will be giving, I'll have to see when I can wedge in any time that I have available to take a look at Silent Hill the short message. It's okay. I think it's fair to say that there's nothing left. So
No more games.
all right, so that was the Silent Hill transmission number 2 actually. So I'm very excited over what it is that they showed. Like I've said all stream, it was very imperative for them to be able to deliver some heavy hitters, just because this Renaissance, and believe me, I for one am thrilled that we even get any type of Renaissance with Silent Hill. And it's not just, it would have been easy for them to just do the Silent Hill 2 remake, but it's the fact that they are they're going full bore. You know what I mean? We've gotten new games. We still have Silent Hill Townfall, which I was hoping that we were going to get an update on that, and Silent Hill F. I don't know what those games are exactly, but if we weren't going to get all 4 announcements, the 2 that I just mentioned, as well as Silent Hill 2 Remake and the Return to Silent Hill film, I'm glad that we did get those latter 2. I mean, I've stated this before. I'm stunned and thrilled that included with the Silent Hill Renaissance that we're in the midst of, I'm ecstatic that they added a film to this, as well as returning to the original Silent Hill film, doing a follow-up to that, and that they're bringing back Christoph Gans. I am floored that they had like the self-awareness to realize, okay, the first Silent Hill, there were issues with it, but bro, and the fact that Konami, the fact that I think Sony Studios is probably going to be the studio behind the film, but the fact that they realized all the things that were still effective about the first Silent Hill movie, like they would have had to have garnered that from the fans, because look, on paper, it just would have, the original Silent Hill with the box office that it made, it would have been a middling success, and that would have been a wrap. But the fact that nearly 20 years later, they're bringing back Christoph Gans, he's the main reason why that movie has its cult following, because it's not just that it's faithful to the games, no. It's the visual flair that he was able to bring, and he was able to deliver on. I personally, when it comes to movies, I like a film with style and substance. Now, obviously, Silent Hill is not a one-hit wonder by no means, but it's really easy to water down the first film to that. Anyone who's a fan of it, of the original 2006 adaptation, which I very much am, we all, and all the fans of it, the cult following that is a huge that is a huge fan base for that film, we all know that that movie goes beyond just its visual style. But Come on, man. Let's be honest. We know that the visual style is a main piece of that puzzle, as is the music. So it's astonishing that the foresight was maintained and even aware enough to realize what Christoph Gans brought to the role in the director's chair, and the fact that they're bringing him back, bruh. That in and of itself is a major, major boon. I don't care what anybody says. That is a major boon for this this enterprise of the film, of the sequel. I have to believe, I have every confidence that Christoph Gans, that Konami, that the people that they're bringing on board to write this movie, that they were aware of any trip-ups, of any fallbacks, of any shortcomings of the original film, and they've corrected them for this upcoming film. I'm absolutely confident in that. I haven't heard or read anything to substantiate that, but I have to believe that Christoph Gans is so appreciative of being brought back that he has taken these 18 years since the first movie came out, and he's addressed those issues. I eagerly anticipate interviews where they mention that. But even if they don't, I'm still anticipatory for the movie, which they say is it has a tentative release date of 2024. So I have to believe it's either coming out November or December of this year. I didn't want to spend too much time speaking over the behind the scenes, especially the voiceovers of the developers, the filmmakers, the actors, Akira Yamaoka. I didn't want to speak over too much of anyone who was had any talking roles during this presentation, but when they were going over the respect and the reverence that director Christoph Gans has for Silent Hill, the material, the world building. I mean, one thing that cannot be denied, and this came to mind while I was watching this, is his talent, man, his creativity with that. Like the scene of, and I believe this it was inspired by Silent Hill 3, the peeling effect of the transition from the fog world to the other world. I mean, yes, that was inspired by Silent Hill 3, if I remember correctly, but man, the way that he brought that to life in the Silent Hill film, I mean, chef smooch. You can't even deny that. Even the most ardent detractors of this movie have to acknowledge that visually speaking, they nailed it. And I'm not only looking forward to that with the new film to come out, with the sequel, but in addition to that, what they're able to pull off narratively and character-wise. What another thing regarding Christoph Gans, man, how crazy is it that when it comes to video game adaptations, especially with horror movies, names like freaking Paul W.S. Anderson and Uwe Boll come to mind, and I'm like, why is nobody ever given Christoph Gans his due? Well, now's time to rewrite history and prove that this is the guy who created the greatest adaptation of a video game onto film. And in addition to that, I'm going to close off with one last thing. How crazy is it that after all this time, we're getting an adaptation to Silent Hill 2? Because if you remember correctly, the first Silent Hill film, it took cues from Silent Hill 2. They were obviously the nurses, and there was obviously a Pyramid Head, but it was supposed to be an adaptation of the first game. Oh God, and I didn't want to mention it, and you guys don't want to hear it, but we did get Silent Hill Revelations in 2012. The less said about that, the better. But I only mention that because that was an adaptation, technically, of Silent Hill 3. So now, for the third film, we're finally getting an adaptation of Silent Hill 2 on film. and it coincides with the release of Silent Hill 2 Remake. To me, this is going to be a very interesting autumn and fall for moviegoers and horror gamers. And I very much, I'm already fitting both the movie into a watch, a review, as well as the game into my shadow play, which is my Halloween version, all October long of the live stream. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please be sure to click the like button on no matter which platform you're watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This was my way of obviously chiming in on my thoughts regarding the behind the scenes, both the game and the movie. This was my chance to, I very much want to have an imprint on Rumble, and I'm pretty sure even the bigger channels that were covering the Silent Hill transmission didn't think to post it on Rumble, but that's why I'm here. So, as far as what is on the scene for Inkarnate, so, let me see. Actually, now that we're in a new month, this is actually month number 2 of the Midsummer Night stream, which is my ode, my tribute to summer survival horror games. And the theme that we are playing all summer long, all season long, is space horror. So last month, I do throughout all of May, I invite you to take a look at my channel. I was playing Alien Dark Descent, very much enjoyed it. Real-time strategy game in the Alien universe. So we're going to be picking up with month number 2 all June long for the Midsummer Night stream, and I have System Shock on tap. So that starts tomorrow. As far as coming attractions for the Mind Games in Greater Mind's Eye, as I mentioned, tomorrow I will be picking up the live stream. I go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. That would be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. I'll be playing System Shock, the remake that just came to consoles. And Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a live stream similar to this, where I'm going to be covering the Horror Game Awards May Showcase. So that will be Wednesday night, probably around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that'll be my coverage of not just the trailers that were released in May, but also the upcoming trailers for survival horror games that are still yet to be released throughout the rest of the year. So that's what we have on tap, and just so happens that it was so hard to keep track of regular news not involving video games with, like I mentioned, between last Thursday and last Friday, we had PlayStation State of Play, the Horror Game Awards May Showcase, as well as the Silent Hill transmission. So it just so happens that Godzilla -1 is finally on Netflix. So I will make sure that I can actually access Netflix, because it's been kind of annoying lately. But most likely Friday I will be doing a live stream of that, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I voted that as one of my favorite movies of 2023, and I and everyone else has been waiting for this to finally come out on Blu-ray or 4K or streaming, and now that it has, I very much want to cover it for the Mind's Eye Theater. So I've been Inkarnate of the Mind Games. I will see you back Tuesday for the live stream for System Shock, month number 2 of the Midsummer Night stream, and this Wednesday for my coverage of the Horror Game Awards May Showcase, as well as this Friday on the Mind's Eye Theater for Godzilla -1. This is Inkarnate signing out.
If you're resigned to your fate, time to subscribe to your fears.
Come and play with us. Forever and ever.
So say good night to the bad guy.